I'm Joanna, and this is Next, a weekly vlog where I talk about singing and what's coming up next. You can catch me right here on YouTube by clicking the subscribe button, or you can follow me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Joanna Moffitt Soprano, JohannaMoffitt Soprano, or you can follow me on Instagram or Twitter at Joanna Moffitt, same spelling. Rehearsal at the Lycée this week was a huge success. We were able to get all the way through the Act 2 finale, which was a huge feat. My reasoning was if the kids learn this huge chunk of music, then they have a lot of the group music learned for the entire show. So it was worth the time and effort we put in this week, and I'm really proud of them. They were really proud of themselves too, which was kind of awesome. It was interesting to watch them figure out that they were getting it. After we did all of the sections of the Act 2 finale, I then made them go back and listen to it, and I just watched their faces go, oh, I get it, you know? On Saturday, September 22nd was the Puccini concert at St. John Cantius in River West. It was an incredible night. I'd only had the privilege to work with one of the singers before in Butterfly, and so it was really cool to get to meet a couple of new singers and get to hear them sing. It's further pushing me along to want to get back into the storefront scene, so we'll see how that goes. The narrator for the evening is a violist at the Lyric, and he was very supportive and very helpful. One of my favorite moments was in rehearsal last week. He asked me to take an extra pause before I hit this high note, and just by giving myself more time and not feeling like I had to sing, I was able to do some really cool stuff with the music and with the emotion of the piece. I felt really helped and really heard by this violist. It was really cool to get to talk to him, so that was awesome. September 23rd was my usual church service. We did two pieces Sunday morning. We did City Called Heaven, which was arranged by one of Chicago's own, and the Laudamus Te from the Vivaldi Gloria. To be honest, I was tired, but I think it went pretty well. I did lose it a little bit at the end of City Called Heaven, so there's a big solo at the end, and I wanted to sing a high note, but because I was so tired, I kind of lost my juice. So I just did what I could and got to the end. Everybody liked it anyway, but it was just funny to me to get there and not be quite ready, and you know, you just have plan B ready to go, kind of. Coming up next on October 14th at 2 p.m., we'll be doing scenes from Figaro at Church of the Emmanuel. I will look up the address and post it below, but it should be a really good concert. Sarah Jenks is putting it together, so I'm really excited. I love Figaro, and I'm happy to return to Countess. She's a beautiful character, very interesting, has a great development throughout the opera. So I'm happy to return. December 1st, again, I'm looking forward to singing with my friend Bernard Holcomb at St. John's in Buffalo. We'll be doing The Last 5 Years as a fundraiser for the church, so it should be a blast. It'll be really fun to do some music that's maybe not so appropriate to do in church. It'll be really fun to do that concert, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. Something I've been thinking a lot about this week is preparation. I mentioned earlier how the students at the Lycée were surprised when they went back to the recording and listened to it, how they felt like they knew what they were, that aha moment, like, oh, I understand this. And that's like the first step in preparation, where you recognize what you're doing as important to your understanding of it. I learned my line, and now I can hear it when it gets played, or that's the entrance that I had trouble with, but now I get it, so there it is, you know? It's really cool to watch that. I had another moment with a different student who's working on Carmina Burana, And he said, wow, I can really, you can really tell that you've sung this piece before. And I said, I've never sung this before. This is just 20 years of of studying singing that makes me understand how to do this. So because the text is so difficult and there's lots of tricky rhythms and it's repetitive, but it doesn't stay exactly the same all the time, it was a little confusing. But the preparation of having studied how to sing and how to sight read and how to do those things helped me be able to lead him through that. And it was really cool. And I think it just drove home for him the idea that he needs to do that preparation as well. Another student is working on I Don't Know How to Love Him from Jesus Christ Superstar by Andrew Lloyd Webber. And it was interesting because she had a discovery in her lesson. She had been singing her vowel up high and her resonance was sort of flatter. I know I talked about resonance a few weeks ago, but her resonance was sort of flatter, and I asked her for a rounder, higher resonance, more operatic, just to achieve these high notes that we were working on. And when she got it, she was like, and then it was hard for her to re-achieve that. She was about 50% successful throughout the entire exercise. And I said, this is where your preparation at home becomes key, because you're with you all of the time, and I'm only with you for this time that we have together in your lesson. And so it becomes your responsibility to do that preparation. It takes a long time to really get comfortable and understand your instrument. And so it becomes the musician's responsibility to spend that time with their instrument. If you're not doing it, then you're not going to be able to do the things that you're calling on yourself to do. It's that simple. Singing isn't easy. It takes a lot of work. That's all for Next this week. See you on Monday next.